here, your parents. Your right or wrong. I'm sorry if I'm upsetting you by picking you on you. Please, but I'm just telling you because I know I've been there. I've been there. Okay? You need to respect yourself, respect your parents, respect your teachers. These people are out here to help you. And as you get older, the world is yours. The world is yours. But as you get older, that window starts to close. I got a nephew that was into drugs and stuff. I got him rehab. He keeps falling back and back. I told his father, I said, Tommy, I'm friends with the guys in the military, recruiting office. Let me get him in the army, man. Let him learn a trade. Let him become a hero. No, I don't want him going to Iraq. You leaving? I'll see you later. I don't want to see him go to Iraq, get killed. And I said, Tom, you want to see him die a hero, then die a zero? Right or wrong? Well, he overdosed and died anyway. There was nobody at his funeral. The point I'm trying to make is you're going to come across all kinds of peer pressure and challenges. Be true to yourself.
But even some of you older guys, I got everybody's attention. Because I'm not up here for my own good. I'm up here for your good. I need your attention. I know that it might be an unusual circumstances for you guys to sit and listen to stuff for more than 5 minutes. Might be unusual for you. But that's why I mentioned for you guys that I need you guys, Bradley, to raise up to this big boy conversation. And for you guys, I need you guys to just show a little respect for the conversation. I'm not saying you weren't. I'm just saying that I want y'all to be thinking about that going forward. Because now that the police have finished talking, we're going to have other people. We're going to have other people talking as well. And these guys came here today to share with you guys on this subject about making choices and making decisions, and they're going to share with you their experiences in these matters. You got guys like Bert over here or Mr. King over here who has years of experience making his own choices and decisions. And I bet you he got some stories he can tell you about how he learned through experience how to avoid the bad choices, make a good amount of good choices, and learn from the bad choices. We got a guy over here, Mr. Sean Lyons. Sean's another guy. Took his time to come here today because he believes in how important it is to share with you guys and help you guys to recognize this new responsibility, this new power. I call it power. I call it power. Big Kev, it's a power that you have when you guys get to be this age group. You're 11 to 12 years old, and you'll go out to middle school, and you're away from home for 8 hours a day. No mom or no dad, nobody looking over your shoulder, and now you get to make some of your own choices. You get to decide whether you're going left or you're going right. Y'all do it so naturally. Y'all do it a lot of times from that age to your age without even thinking twice about it. Not even thinking twice about it. You don't think it's a big deal. Mark, you don't think it's a big deal. When you made choices, for instance, you chose to wear them sneakers today. No big deal, right? But it's a minor choice. But there's a difference between some of the minor choices and some of the big choices. Andrew, you make choices every day, don't you? Every day you make a bundle of choices. Cordell, a bundle of choices every day. And I bet you half the time you don't even think about it, Nash. You don't even think about it. You just do it. Well, you know what? We want you guys to stop and think about some of them. Some of them. Maybe not necessarily them shoes you put on, Nash, because I wouldn't have wore those today. But that's beside the point. Those don't matter. I want you to think about some of the ones that do matter. All right? So pay attention today. Pay attention, please. All right? Okay, Kevin? McNabb? You good? All right. I want to bring my boy, Now, listen up. Chane, we're bringing him up because Chane is only about a year older than you all. So, you know, 2 years. I'm sorry, 2 years old. I didn't mean that, man. man. They're about 2.5 years older than y'all. So about that, right? I'm stretching it a little bit, ain't I, Bert? I mean, but nevertheless, he's got 2.5 years of experience on y'all, and he wanted to come in front of y'all and share it. Now again, trust me, it's not easy to come up here in front of a group of y'all and sound excited and keep y'all attention. Because a lot of you guys that are going to come up in front of y'all are not going to yell at y'all like I'm going to yell at you. Because I ain't scared of you, Alex. I'll yell at you. I'm not a problem. But nevertheless, pay attention to what he says. And I promise you, I'm going to get him to try to talk as loud as I do, Andrew. You think that's possible? I don't think too many people do, right? I think they heard me in the gym. Yeah, that's what I do. You know? So let's try to talk, and he's going to share some stuff. Little guys, focus. When I start talking, everybody needs to be paying attention to me. I'll say that. Now that y'all eating, and everybody's all full and satisfied, I want to get this show started again. I want to start off with a brief video. I love watching. How many of y'all watch YouTube? Everybody know about YouTube? Everybody be watching YouTube? Well, let me just say this. I got more hands over there than I got over here. The little kids watch YouTube more than y'all do.
Let's Snapchat.
Snapchat, huh? But listen up. Hey! Vincent, don't play with me. Alex! Serious time again. I don't like losing control of the room. For you bigger guys over here, man, y'all need to get hit with some YouTube. Seriously. Because there's a whole lot of information on YouTube. You know what's funny thing, Big Kev? Funny thing about your generation, they call you guys over in this group, they say that y'all living in this information generation. Yeah, Brad's here, man. I can't even get loose.
No, you can't.
Y'all know what I mean by me getting loose, right? Yeah. Been there before, right? But nah, seriously, y'all guys supposed to be in the information generation. Well, for being in the information generation, y'all some of the dumbest y'all some of the dumbest guys I've ever met. You know what I want to say, right? You know me, right, brother? I'm serious, because y'all be going on YouTube and y'all be looking at all that whack stuff. Y'all don't be looking at stuff that's beneficial to you. Y'all don't be looking at stuff that'll help you develop a positive mindset or grow mentally. Y'all just look at crazy stuff. But I'm going to introduce you to some beneficial stuff that's on YouTube as well, too. And it's not whack. It's good stuff that y'all ought to at least listen to or go on YouTube and watch one video a week. You do that, Conato? You do that? Sometimes. Yeah, I know you, Conato. I'm going to introduce you to what I'm talking about. Guys, trying to hit the middle one. Listen up. And I'm getting tired of listening to all that chatter going on in the little kids' corner over there. Listen to what I'm talking about. But the ones that y'all know me, especially the older guys, y'all know that I get serious about this stuff. Y'all seen these videos before. And you know that whenever I conduct group with you guys, that I'm serious. Handel can tell you, Mark can tell you, Rodney can tell you. I mean, Big Cav's been around once or twice, Dad knows for sure. Even some of you young guys over there, y'all know that I'm serious about this. Maybe at your age I might play a little bit more just because of your age. But Big Nav, you know, Taj, you know, Brandon, you know, that I'm serious about this. Conato knows that. I'm serious about it, guys, because the men in this room that are here today, along with myself, we're not just doing this because we ain't got nothing else to do with our time. So I trust me, as well as these other guys in this room, we have other things that we can be doing with our time. But the reason we are here doing this is because we all know that if we didn't do it, a lot of this information y'all wouldn't get. And without getting this information, you guys are going to have to learn a lot of this stuff through what they call trial and error. And what trial and error means, Andrew, is you screw up and then you try to figure out how to get your butt out of it. There's a saying that goes on, Tariq, there's a saying that goes on that says, any fool can learn from his own mistakes. Trust me, I've heard it before. I've heard young people before say, you made your mistakes, let me make mine. Oh, sorry, man, I didn't mean to come over to you when I said that. My son. You made your mistakes, I'll make mine. But there's another saying that goes behind, any fool can learn from his own mistakes. The other part to that saying, Big Kev, is it takes a smart brother to learn from somebody else's mistakes. Are you a smart brother? Not you, Patrick, but I'm asking that question in general. What do you want to be? You want to be a smart brother? Or you want to come with me and some of that nonsense about, I got it, coach, I'll figure it out. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. So, this subject today, choices and decisions. I had a brother come to me in this room today, man. It's so funny. I ain't going to point him out. But I had a brother come to me in this room today, man. And he's a guy who's known me for a while in the group. So he's sharing with me, updating with me. He's updating with me about his situation. He's going into a senior in high school here. And by the way, he was a doctor. Yeah, he got claps for being a doctor. I work at McDonald's. I just want to know where they all got with that. But nevertheless, he came to me and he said, he's going into his 12th year, his senior year high school. So my natural question to him was, Galen, so what are you going to be doing after you finish your senior year? And he told me, he said, well, I'm going to go to Broward College because I need to boost my grades. So I'm going to Broward. Now, Broward, a lot of times, for a lot of kids, Broward is a college that's used for a lot of different reasons, but Broward is also a college sometimes that's used as a stepping stone to try to get to one of those major universities, you know what I mean? Those major universities that got football teams, and college dorms and rallies and all that, and Gator, your Gator? Yeah, Gator guy over there. So he said to me, I'm going to Broward to boost my grades. And it's so funny, I told him, I said, wow, you know what that indicates to me? That he's going to Broward to boost his grades, Willie? Is because he's acknowledging now a choice he made back when he was in 8th grade going into high school. That choice he made when he was in 8th grade going into high school was that he wasn't really taking school serious. He hadn't made the decision to go to college yet. He made the decision to go to college late, Stucky. He made the decision to go to college late. So now he's running catch-up. He's running catch-up. He's got to now go to a junior college to boost his grades so he maybe can become a Gator or a Seminole or a Hurricane. That's an example of back when he was 8th grade going into 9th grade, and he had that newfound power. Power. Choices, power. Choices and decisions, power. He got that power, those superpowers, he didn't know how to use them. He didn't use them right. I mean, you're going to get it, you get it. Nature gives it to you. You got it. None of us can stop it. None of us can stop y'all from receiving that power to make their own choices consequences. Right after that freedom comes, right after that power comes the consequences. But see, in his situation, it was a choice or a decision that may not have necessarily been a positive one at the time, but whether it was positive or not, he chose to change it. He chose to change that decision. He may have, at 8th grade, he may not have maybe consciously made a decision not to go to college. What he did was he wasn't focused on what his choices were. And therefore, made one of those kinds of decisions we call a decision that just happened. Because if you don't make a choice is going to be made for you. Right, guys? Amen. And so he realizes later on, but these are one of those choices that he can correct. With a little bit of extra work. He got to play a little catch up, but he can correct it. There's some choices out there, like I like to say, choices come in all sizes. Small, medium, large, and extra large. And believe it or not, nowadays they got double X. You got some double X choices out there, don't you, Walter? Yes. And if y'all want to know what some of them double X choices look like, go talk to Walter. He'll show you. Or go talk to you. I bet you know about some of them double X. Or Derek, right? Derek knows some of them double X, don't you, Bert? All of us in here know some of them double X choices. But his choice is a situation with a medium choice. But guys, like I told that guy in the room, this is why we do this. This is why we do this, Sean, in hopes that maybe one of those guys at an early age will pay more attention to the choices that they're making and the decisions that they're making. And even you guys in here, maybe y'all will wake up. Guys, man, I'm all about having fun, dude. But especially at your age. Cliff, especially at your age just now, man. One of my speakers up here said something about, have you spent any time thinking about what you want to do, Jay, with your future? Dude, if you're your age, and you only spend some time thinking about what you want to do with your future, what's the first question I asked you, Rodney, when I met you? Don't tell them what you said, just tell them the question. I'll be messing with Rodney. Y'all don't want to know what Rodney did. Mark, am I lying? What was the question I asked you all the time when I first met you? Say it louder. Hand up. I asked that same question, right? To all of y'all. Nash, I asked you the same question, didn't I? Yeah. All of these guys that have been in any group of mine got that same question. From me, from Jose, from Gary, from Walter, from Bert, from any of those guys. It's just Rodney that said he wanted to be a porn star. I didn't mean for that to slip. I'm sorry, Rodney, that slipped. Hey, man, that's Rodney, man. That's my boy. And it's Rodney Stuckey. His name ain't Stuckey. I like calling him Rodney Stuckey. But all joking aside, guys. All joking aside. Hello. Again, we are here for a purpose. Now, what I'm going to do right now is we're going to break off. We're going to have two separate discussions before we end this day. This is the last thing we will do today. However, it's going to end up, I believe, to be the most important thing we do today, because these guys that are here, Bert, Derek, Chane, Sean, Gary, and Hugh, Walter, they want to get into a little conversation with you guys, because I also told these guys that these sessions, and this is not the first time, Bert, we did this, 3 times already, right? Choices and decisions. And every time we've done this Choices and Decisions workshop, we have as much of a good time listening to you guys as we do talking to you guys. one time, which is the reason why y'all don't listen to us. Because for those of you that are 16 or 17, and you might be able to tell us what it's like to be 16 or 17 today, but we can tell you what it's going to be like when you hit 20. We can tell you what it's going to be like when you hit 25. We can tell you what it's going to be like when you hit 30. And believe it or not,